This is American Sprint Boat Racing. We're in St. John, Washington for the qualifying rounds presented by MAV TV. Ken Stout and Alan Reinhart to call the action for you. This is one of the most aggressive forms of motorsports on the planet. These things are extremely fast with an incredible ability to change direction. As you can see, no practice time. Drivers don't know the track rotation until the night before. If you miss a turn, you're disqualified. It's about 15 feet wide and 3 feet deep, and you better be spot on. With more, let's go to Randy Ward.
24 sprint boats are here at Webb Slough. We'll have the pleasure of seeing them make multiple qualifying runs as they attempt to make our 8 cut. That is our elimination rounds. Not only do they want to make the 8 cut, they want to be as fast as they can in the seeding, because the higher the seed, the later in the elimination round you get to go. And with this being a tight and technical course, the later you go, the more knowledge you have of how hard you need to push your boat. And that could be a difference between winning and losing this weekend. With it being a tight and technical course, more than 30 turns, I could expect a few boats to probably miss a turn or two and be disqualified from their qualifying run.
There you're getting a look at the track map that the teams were just given last night. Has to be memorized because, as you saw, one turn missed in your DQ.
And stand on the throttle and let it eat. Here we go. Qualifying session number 2.
Woo!
Unique sound of a 180-degree header on the small block that's pointing this one around the lake.
Overkill's the name of the boat. Dennis Hughes and Matty Ahaski.
I don't know how you possibly can keep track of where you are on the lake, especially after you've made about half the course. You're coming up on the same turn again. Only last time we went straight. This time it's turn left, turn right, go this way. Keeping track on the map up there. You can see where they are on the course. One more trip around the far end, and then the mad dash back to the finish line.
Beautiful job. Here we go, man. Stand on the throttle, let it eat, and then try to get it stopped right here.
I think the victory donut is mandatory.
There's no other way. Otherwise, you're going on the beach. All right, next up, the number 54 boat of Reichert and Woods.
One of the 3 of the Fat Buddy team, Bill Reichert and Mike Woods. Now, they had a DNF in the first qualifying session, so this is a big run for them.
Buzz the motor there just a little bit.
Nice and clean through the course, about halfway home.
And again, a completely different sound. You talked about those 180-degree headers we heard on the last boat. Not necessarily less horsepower, just sounds different, and that's a problem.
Oh, that's a big problem.
Boy, just pegged the throttle too when he started to crash, and safety crew there immediately to help them out. So after the second session, this is what it looks like.
Both the driver and the navigator out of that Fat Buddy boat, A-OK. And hopefully they'll be able to repair the boat and come back for qualifying session number 3.
In our 400 class, it is Doug and Nicole with the Wicked Racing team that's on top of the group. We'll find out if anybody can step up and bump them down here in session 2.
You saw a couple of DNFs. One of them was the team of Jordy and Deb Cook, and they're going to DNF here again because, oh, you missed a turn, and that's a disqualification.
Unfortunately, Saxton and McNeil would not have any better luck as they also beached the boat. Here we go.
Team Swindell, they had a great run in the opening session. Looking to back that up. You know, one other thing, Ken, obviously, the more times you get through the course clean, the better your memory is going to be. The more comfortable you're going to feel when we get into eliminations. A couple of the teams have already missed 2 opportunities at just memorizing the course. Even if you went slow, that's got to help.
Darren and Autumn. And the Swindoll team has 2 boats in Bandit Racing. Darren and Autumn competing together, and Brian and Aubrey are also competing.
Good, clean, solid run. 2 more turns and then a dash to the finish.
As in everything in motorsports, consistency is a huge deal, and being able to finish and build that confidence means a lot. 52.98 seconds.
And that's right in the mix. Now here's the quickest boat from round number 1. Team Wicked.
Doug Hendrickson and Nicole Heaton-Muller. Oh, that was close right there. So close to the beach. And keep in mind, This water's only 3 feet deep.
And only 15 feet wide, and that's why it makes these turns so technical.
Huge G-forces on these competitors. Quick little over-rotation, able to save it, though, and keep it in the water.
One of the real tuning things on these boats is the angle of the jet. How much of the nose stays down in the water and how much of the boat flies. You want it to be fast, obviously, but it's got to be able to turn. So you can't just have the front of the boat completely out of the water.
Charges towards the stripe. 51.48.
Not too shabby. Best in the first round, best again in the second round. That Wicked boat still on top. We've got 3 boats that haven't seen the finish line yet.
We also have round 3 coming up.